of the things that I love about this program is that every week I always learn something new. So hopefully, did you learn anything yet, Aaron? Too much. She learned too much for 2 hours. When you during the course of the week, if you want to watch something on demand, you just click on the little on demand button. It's on the lower right hand side, I guess, of the video player, and it shows you all the things that we talk about during the course of the weekend. It is Travel Show Live. Margot Tohn is here. Tohn or Ton?
Tone.
It is Tohn.
It
Good.
is.
That was my first instinct. Nice to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
The name of the book is The Park It Guide, correct?
Yep.
Did I say it right? I love it when I don't blow it. That just makes me so happy. It's
You're
the
on a
little
roll.
things in my life. Yeah, right, I'm getting old. We'll put it up. Can I show it?
Yeah,
Can I show
absolutely.
Adam, would you mind? There we go. Oh, look at that. Oh, I look like I could do this for a living. That's nice. Oh, no, too much. There it is. No, this is great. This is an actual guide to every parking garage in Manhattan. Is that correct?
There are 1,100. I've been to them all 4 times, personally researched them.
Okay, now hold on a second. You have to stop right there.
Go crazy.
Are you serious? You went to all 1,100?
I did.
Once you get to like number 8, and you're like, okay, pretty much look like number 7. I mean,
Number 332, 789. I would call friends in the afternoon going, I just don't know why I do this year after year. But it's a great guidebook.
How many times did you go to these garages?
4 times.
You went 4? You're kidding me.
This is my 3rd edition.
So why did you go? For like site inspection? I mean,
Absolutely. I go and I check the rates.
Yeah.
I read all the signs. I make them pull out the signs for the early bird specials and the evening rates and the weekend rates. I check the phone number. I make comments. Sometimes it's change management, so I update that.
And yes,
sometimes it's closed or opened.
Right. Now, here's the thing about this guide. We actually use this guide. We read it. Everybody.
Excellent.
I think. I mean, even the staff is reading it. I mean, they do. I mean, they're reading it. Can we take a shot at there's that part of the control room. They're reading it as we speak. That's nice. Oh, and there's a lot of pointing and reading. Okay,
right.
Fine. Yeah, thank you, fellas. Good job. Love the acting over there. Nice. But we do. We at our house, and I know I've talked about this. People say, "Oh, I have that one." I go because it's actually very useful.
Absolutely.
The problem I have sometimes are with the signage that's around the parking. If I'm not going to park, I mean, I have so help me out with that a little bit. Let's start
The
there.
street parking signs?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Manhattan street parking signs are not easy.
No.
They're not written for a 9th grader or a 6th grader.
Like
There's
I am.
A couple things you need to remember.
Yes.
Is signs are usually on a pole and they're stacked on top of each other.
Correct.
The most important one is at the top, which means it's the most restrictive.
Really?
To the least restrictive. You also want to think red, white, and blue. The red signs are the most important, then the white, and then the blue, which are usually for the muni meters, the parking meters.
Really? So the most important one, is that always going to be on the top, or
Absolutely.
generally speaking?
Yep. And they usually have arrows. It'll point this way, or it'll point both ways. And that tells you what part of the street it's relevant for.
Okay. And what about the alternate side parking? People get confused with that thing, too.
It's confusing. We need to keep our streets clean. And in
Right.
order to do that, you have to move the cars.
Yeah.
So sometimes it'll say Tuesday from 9:30 to 11:30, move your car for street cleaning, so you
Right.
have to move it by then. Most people will double park across the street,
Right.
or circle and find a new spot.
And do the new. Okay.
Right.
It's
And so
a-
the
it's a
great
whole
joy
dance.
comes from saying, I got a spot that's good for 4 days.
Yeah, right.
That is very exciting.
All right, so how about in these garages?
Yes.
Are there certain general rules or tips we could go and talk? How do we navigate this? Because you hate to just know you have to go somewhere, and you look at the sign, and you're like, well, I have to park here, and it's $28 for this half hour or whatever it is.
And in Midtown, it would be 28.
That's pretty what it would
Well,
be.
there's some for 11.
Yeah.
So if you use the handy dandy
gotta
book,
find- I love you.
there
You
you
use
go.
the guide. That's right.
Now, what this tells you is you want to do your research beforehand, because chances are to circle the block, it could take you anywhere from 8 to 15 minutes.
Right.
If there's traffic.
Right.
So, but you could spend that 8 minutes researching and go right to the garage, the place you want to go to. So
Good point.
people always ask me, where's the best garage? It's different for everyone.
Right.
It's either the closest to where you want to go, or it's the least expensive. So general rule of thumb, if you want to pay less, you park on the outsides, the east and west sides of the city.
12th
First
Avenue.
or second, 11th, 10th, 12th.
Okay.
Open lots sometimes are a little cheaper than indoor garages because they can fit more, they can stack them on the lifts. 3 months, 4 months ago, I would have said go for the early bird specials. You have to be in by 8 or 9, out by 7. Now, 2 companies have come out with great flat rate pricing.
Oh, we were talking about this on the phone. I love this idea.
Centralparking.com, and there's a New York button. They have 100 locations that have 6, 12, and 24-hour flat rates. So you don't have to be in by 6. By 9.
right.
You can show up at 11.
It
Which
doesn't
is great.
matter,
2
right.
in the afternoon when it's the most expensive.
It's the 6-hour rate.
And Alliance Parking Services. And they have a neat thing. If you book it online and pay for it online, it's $2 or $3 less.
Really?
And you have a spot.
Oh, I love this.
That's
That's a great idea. Even with parking garages, you can be innovative to get people to. But
There's
that's that
no
research
reason
you're talking
to
about.
overpay for parking. There just is no reason to overpay.
Now, are you going to do more of these books?
I'm thinking about, do I do another edition? Do I go to another city? I think I mentioned to you the other week I started a program to help people find monthly parking.
Oh, this is great. Now, I know there's not that many people, but you have to tell me about this because I love this program.
Right. You go to my site, parkitguides.com. You fill out a little form. This is where I want to park, how far I'm willing to walk from this intersection, the maximum I'll pay in the car, and how I use it. And then garages, I've got 350 garages signed up, working on another 150 in the next couple of weeks, and they will call you and bid on your business.
So it's like it's like the lending tree of parking
Lending tree
garage.
for parking.
I think that's a great idea.
I think so. Otherwise, you have to tromp around to all these different locations. And
is there a benefit to parking in an outdoor lot versus an indoor? I mean, is it safe to park your car outside? I mean, I guess it's relative.
It depends how much you love your car.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
I mean, in the winter it'll be cold, and when you go to get your car,
cold.
It's a little colder. But they might get it quicker.
How did you come up with the idea for this? This is a great idea. Do you mind telling?
No, I couldn't find parking one day, and I got really angry. And so
nice. You are my kind of woman.
They
Margot.
have books on bathrooms. They have books on it's a book. I can do it. It's a book.
There you go.
I used to merge banks. I can do. It's really hard. I had no idea how hard it was.
It is, right? Well, it's a lot of work. 1,100 garages. It's really
right. And figuring out how to make the data look usable.
That's a good point.
How do you lay it out so that it's not this thick?
Right. Well, you did a great job. I love the book. Our household loves the book.
Excellent.
Thank you for doing this today.
Thanks for having me.
It's my pleasure. We will continue. Stay with us here on Travel Show Live.